Hello everyone, it's Crafty Karen back with another video, and today I've got a blast from the past. It's something I've been currently working on, and this is the hashtag flipthroughfriday, which is hosted by Kristina's Shack. So I thought I'd jump on this hashtag and see how it goes. Now this is my blast from my past. I found this a while ago, and it wasn't the very first journal I ever made. I've got a feeling it was the second one, but this is years old and I've never used it, and you know, I've learnt so much since I made this one, and that's terrible. So, but I can remove them and redo something on there. But I thought, you know, it might be worth showing you an earlier journal that I made that I've done nothing with. Now, I remember originally making it, and I think it was either 2017 or 2018. That's how long ago it was that I made this. And it was a sewing theme journal that I was going to use, and probably still will. I'll probably change a couple of things in there to use for photographs I'd taken of quilts I'd made, and that type of thing, embroideries I've done, and dolls I've made, those types of things, everything I've used a sewing machine for in all those years ago. And I even made it into a magazine once, into the Australian Patchwork and Quilting magazine. There's a photo of me in a very old one, way back. But and that's what I was going to use this for. But anyway, I thought we'd do a flip today of this, and hope I'm not too embarrassed by it. So yeah, I know this was scrapbooking paper. Obviously some scrapbooking paper. This I think was a set from Spotlight back in those days. A little paper clip I'd made. I haven't made any of these since this, I don't think, but yeah, I just put a little tag on it, and it's got a couple of pieces from that pack that I'd got from Spotlight. Trying to remember what that from the. No, I can't remember the book. Another little. I didn't make this one. This one come in a pack. Little tag. A page. Oh, I'm still putting these things in crooked. A bag with a pocket. Old pattern pieces. Piece of fabric. I think that was a panel that I made a couple of things off. So obviously some coffee dyed paper, scrapbooking paper, like I say, just stapled on a bit of fabric, snip. This is some I found some of this the other day too. I got it out for my trashy journal, but that's wrapping paper. My attempt to splash some paint on it. It is what it is. Very critical of myself, aren't I? Scrapbooking paper. That opens up. Now that I'm looking at it, it's not that bad really. Oh God, look at that. Some attempt of something there. Golden Hands. I think the magazine was called Golden Hands. something like that anyway. Some more of that wrapping paper. Yep, and it's upside down there too. Try not to take too long. It's got no pockets or anything, and I don't think I put any pockets in it, so it's probably something I could work on in here, apart from this bag here. Oh, what's this? Oh, obviously, that was a playing card that I made a little tag out of. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the trim I put on it, but I think it needed a couple on there to a thing. And I think that was from that Golden Hands book. I'd say that was a page from whatever book this was, which I don't know because it's all covered. Lots of notebookmagazine.com. That's from a homespun. Interesting. Ah, pattern. Got the tuck spot there. From some magazine. It's from a colouring book. An advertisement. What have I got in there? Just a bit of something. Oh, there you go. I did put a pocket in there. If you can call it a pocket, it probably needs to be trimmed off there too. No, I stuck that down. And what's this? Just some bits of. Okay. Don't know what I was attempting to do there. Fabric snippets, an envelope. This little pocket. No, it's just a stick-on thing. I don't know. Oh, things I have to do. Things I need to do today. Obviously, like this quote from the homespun. Nice vintage picture. There you go, there's another pocket I did put in there. Oh, and another one. A sticker from that Spotlight set with the sewing stuff in it. Some packaging that I put in there. Another, that's one of my, one of my grandchildren did that. Obviously many years ago. They were probably about two or something like that. Oh, that's one of my pieces. You know, when you put your sewing machine away and you do your little test, or use it as a runner before you put in the rest of your fabric through. With all those, well, I kept it and put it on here. That's from a homespun magazine. It's terrible. Who knows what I was thinking. Looks like I've just wiped that on leftover paint or something. Some more coffee dyed paper. Another one of those pages. Other side of that envelope. And another tag I made out of a playing card. the larger playing cards. It's already ripping. I'll have to fix it up. So when I did find this the other day, and I thought I'm going to use this as my hashtag flip through Friday. I think it's a bit of a tongue twister, that one. I thought I'll have to do something with it. It's just sat up on my shelf, hiding away. And I'm going to use it for what I remember tending to use it. And I'm going to put photos and that in there of things that I've made. But yeah, I mean, I love the scrapbook paper I chose for it. Baking paper. It's paper. Plenty of writing spot in this one. More of that. A bit of calico that I had coffee stained. Something different. Oh, now that's a pretty page. Stuck 3 buttons on there. I do like that page. Love the sound of that. One of those binder dividers. Page from the book. Oh, it's called Unexpected Blessings. Whatever. It's obviously a fictional book. And I've stuck that on there for some reason. I made a about okay. But yeah. One of my first journals. Don't know what I was thinking with this. I'm actually going to take that all off. And might even put some lace over there. But I thought I'd get that out, and it was interesting for me because I see how I do things differently, and some things the same, but yeah, not a bad little journal actually. Must use it. So the other part of the flip through I thought I'd do is, so that's a journal out of a book. Now this is my mixed media journal that I made out of a magazine. I have actually been working on this in the last year, and I have shown videos of this one. There are some videos up of this one, and I actually did a flip through of this very early on when I started doing videoing. And I've done quite a bit in it since then, and I'm trying to get this one finished and put away and to say goodbye to it, because it's been years and years and years since I do that. And the last time I showed this, the cover was done, but the back wasn't. There was still a thing. So I found some of this. I'll have to get that out of my drawer so I could tell you what it is. It's it was these. It's from Prima, and it's Antique Brilliant Wax. This is turquoise. I know I use this one on this, the Lucky Emerald and the Bronze Age are the two that I use. And basically they're once I had everything glued down, you just put this over. And it does take a while to cure, I suppose that's the word to use. They smell nice too for some reason. But yeah, I did do the back since the last time I showed it, so I just did the back plain. But even though I haven't finished it, and I was hoping to finish it before Christmas, and but yeah, it's just when I get to it. So what have I done since the last time? Well, I know I've stuck this picture in it. It's from a bridal magazine. I stuck this little face there. So, this is my mixed media. I'd call it a mixed media art journal using a magazine. And I do love the way it goes. Kind of feels yummy. These are from a big tourist book, I think, and these rocks, I could just see the outline of shapes on them, and I thought, gee, they look like faces. I know there's a bit of glare on these. I'll tilt it up like this, but yeah, that looks like a nose, that looked like an eye, that looked like a mouth, and then this one that was looked like a male to me, and this one looked very female, so I've put them up, nudged them up to each other there, and just gave them some hair and some sky and the sea. You know, it's not much on the page, but I love it. But it's something I do, like if I'm out on a nature walk, I'm always finding images in trees and stuff like that. You know, like you look at clouds and find images and things like that. There's a tree at the back at night time when I'm out there with the silhouette of the tree. It actually looks like a poodle to me. One that's just had all its, you know, fancy hairdo done. But yeah, that's why that's stuck in there. Just a simple page. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I might have to hold it up like this not to get that glare. But yeah, so that's that page. This page was done, but I found this picture from some book of a Volkswagen done in a zebra print, so I thought that needed to go in that little pocket there for no reason. That's The Wild Thing. That's from the book The Wild Thing. That's saying, inside all of us is hope, inside all of us is fear, inside all of us is adventure, inside all of us is a wild thing. That was just playing with some, I think I've got that as a stamp, those images, and I was just ripping up book pages really tiny to make the clothes on these people. Haven't really done much on that one. It's one of my favourite pages. I did that one many years ago. And I guess I love this page. It's because of the colours. I love the vibrancy of it. It's got bits of fabric in it. Some of those flowers that you get with scrapbooking. To put it down so I can turn the page. Now this was inspired by something off Pinterest. This was a couple of years ago as well. And I'm trying to think what her name was. I know there's a couple of them and I don't want to get them wrong, but it might have been something like Mindy Lacefield or something like that. And I know it was on Pinterest that I seen it and thought I'd give it a try. With a whimsical style. So I drew them. That was just playing around with my, what do you call those things? What is soluble? I wonder if I put them in this, my pencil case my daughter bought me from the gelatos. The Faber-Castell gelatos. That was on there. So that was using those as a background. I can remember I got a hole in the page. Can't remember why, but I just stuck this picture on top. So I've never actually added anything else to that. But you know, when I look back, when I think about these pages, and I think, oh, why didn't I finish it? And I thought, you know what, I don't have to finish it. I can just look at it for ideas and examples and stuff like that as well. This one I've done recently. Don't know if you can see the two little kittens in there. So these are all separate pictures that I've put in there and just stuck her behind her and the pussycat coming out up there. And don't know whether I'll add any Posca pen to it because I sometimes do. This one was on the page when I last did a flip through, but it had all white around it. And this one I'd done, oh, it was during COVID, I know that, and I was still up in Queensland. But and I had a friend around and I said, you know, you could do a drawing with your finger. You don't have to have fancy stuff. And so all that was done with my finger, just dipping it in paint. And, you know, it's not the best picture in the world, but it was done with finger. And so what I've done since is just added this border around it, just to tie it all in. So, but she's cute. This one I did probably about a week ago. I didn't do a video of it. I was just getting the page ready, and I love the way this one turned out, the layers in this one. Don't know what I'm going to put on it, but I don't know. I was really happy with this one. Very cool, I think. I might have done this one on video or not. I know I've shown it before, but yeah, just made this up and then coloured the clothes. Yeah, got the Posca pen and did all on the clothes and stuff like that. Just stuck on the tree. And this wasn't on here the last time I showed it, and this page wasn't finished. But the shadow of this, I'd say it was a cougar. I just thought it needed a cat next to it. So the cat thinks he's a cougar. And then when you open the page, there's a bit of colour on there. And there's, you know, it is no story behind any of these. It's just me putting stuff down. So I think the last time I showed this, the bottle still looked like a bottle, and I hadn't done the Posca pen parts on it and stuff like that. So I've added some circles from magazines on there, and some mark making, and just added some colour to her. It's a very old one. It's not one of my favourites. But it's, you know, stop and smell the roses. It's cool. This one I did when I was up in Queensland too, and I was watching a Bob Blast video on YouTube, and he was showing how to do these figures, silhouette figures, with just a brush stroke, and that's why they're on there. And I don't really want to put anything over the top of it. I just thought I'd leave that to remind me of, you know, that lesson that I got off Bob Blast. But this one, the end was a bit, didn't get my brush right, so I've just stuck this from one of the Vogue magazines. I just love all the sparkle on her. So no reason, just stuck down. Now this one is one of my leaf prints that I did quite a while ago. It's stuck on that page, and it was blank up there, and I was just going through some of my images that I'd been cutting out, putting them in the right space, and I found this picture and just loved the look of his face. I just thought, I'm just going to stick him on there just because. But yeah, I love his expression. It's like he's saying, really, they're looking at me again. That was just an image on the page that I've just painted over, and then there's some dots on it, nothing special. This one I've gone in since I've stuck these down and just gone around it in some, yeah, Posca pen on top of it. And just stuck some butterflies on this background that I've used some napkin bits and pieces left over. Know that being different is beautiful, and remember that success is feeling happy. So quite a simple page. This one I only had this picture on here, so since then I just thought she looked like she was floating away into the space. And then I found these planets and stuck them down, and then painted the background to match the colour that was on this page, and then splattered it with white paint. It could be gesso, but splattered that to look like stars in the night, and just used some Posca pen and stuff around her. But yeah, I actually like the look of that page. I put a tattoo on her arm. But I do like that page. This one I've done not long ago. It's got no Posca pen on it. I think I did her lips, and that's about it. But just stuck some image, and I found a picture of Humphrey B. Bear. Now Humphrey B. Bear is not on TV anymore. I think when they did finally stop airing Humphrey B. Bear, stopped making the episodes, it's here in Australia, there was a bit of controversy around that, the fact that the bear wasn't wearing pants, which was, to me, silly. You know, it's like Pooh Bear doesn't wear pants. It's like the same with, we used to have Fat Cat here and stuff like that. But my middle daughter, the one that's getting married in January, she loved Humphrey B. Bear. Loved him. So I thought I'd stick him there. Just looks cool. That's that page. So that was just, you know, the painter's tape that I had round a picture I was doing a long time ago, and just so I can get straight lines, and I kept the painter's tape and just stuck it on there. It's just an image on the paint where I've painted, and then I've just gone over and done her hair with blue, and left the writing on there, Notorious. I can't remember what they were advertising, but yeah, just added some paint onto that one. This one's a simple one. I just, yeah, just going to find some words to put here. This one was a napkin that I stuck on the back, and then I found this picture and stuck this on there, and then just gone round, you know. So, and I just, that image with her hair all over the front of her face, for a reason. I can't remember what magazine it was in and why, but yeah, I think we all have days like that. I know I do, where I just want to hide. And that's what that tells me, you know. Some days are just too crazy. Just give me some space. But yeah, that's my I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden. And that's a octopus that I traced out of I pretty much traced it. I didn't freehand it out of a colouring book. And this one is one of my pages that I don't like. I put some stamps on there, and it kind of smudged and moved, and yeah, I sometimes think I should go over and just paint over the face and redo it, but then I think I should just leave it, and it'll be a lesson when I look back to say, know what not to do when I'm stamping on pages like this. This one wasn't done long ago, just a bit of fun. You see the person coming out of their hair, standing on his head. Be mindful. And yeah, that was probably a good few weeks ago when the Queen died, and I'd had this corgi, and when I was thinking of her, I thought I needed to put that in there. just another fun page. Hold that up again so it's not glary. I think I've shown this one before. Can't remember, but yeah. There's an old painty paper I'd done that I'd cut out and made just some petals. And then just made the face. That's actually some bok choy out of one of the Woolies or the Coles magazines that I cut out, and it just looked like a collar to me, so did that and just did some doodling around it. This one I did not long ago. Just stuck her on there, coloured her hair and her lips, nothing special. I think when I did the flip through before I spoke about this, but it's actually packing tape that's on there, where I lifted some, this was a few years ago, where I lifted some images of some magazines. I thought I'd try that. I'd seen a YouTube video and thought I'd give it a go. So it's just packaging tape, and gone over the magazine page and then soaked it in water and rubbed the background off. And then I've just stuck these 2 images that I had lying around in there. Not sure whether I've done that one on video or not. But yeah, she's pretty cool. This one I know I did on video, but since then I found that these weren't standing out very well, so I've gone in and put veins in all the leaves and gone around it in darkness just to give it some depth. And then I found these flowers, I think they were from a Homespun magazine too, and I stuck them down there just so it didn't look too boring. These 2 I have done not long ago, and still want to put something around here. But that background was just plain with blocks of colour, and then going over there with a stencil. So that was a piece of jewellery stuck on this piece of jewellery and these clocks as eyes. And we all know the Dior bottle. This one, I think it's a bit weird and funny and cool. And he's going, "You've got to be kidding me." And he's gone along to the beach to have a nice swim, and the kid's about to jump into the water, and out comes a crocodile. And there's always someone there to take a picture. But I like this crash dummy. Oh, the crash dummy that I found in a magazine. Sitting there looking like he's ready to sunbathe. So, and I thought the Chihuahua's face was a pretty cool thing. This one I did, I started, I don't know, I think in the last flip bill I only had that much done, and I finished doodling on the back. It was painted black background with gesso, and I was just doodling. And then when I'd finished doodling, I just felt like it needed a pop of colour. So these would be from a Marie magazine or a Vogue magazine or one of those with jewellery ads. And I've stuck them in there to make a pop of colour. I think this one was in before. So I've given him some dragonfly wings to go with these pages where I'd punched out some dragonflies for a different image I'd done, and just thought he would be the king of dragonflies. So he's meditating, saying, "Far from the maddening crowd." This one might have been on there before too. It needs something here, I think. But yeah. So it had a bit of a Cruella feel. that is the girl, I can't remember her name, from the Cruella movie, where she becomes Cruella. And then found the Dalmatians. I thought I'd add them on there. Now this is a page I haven't done, so that's, I think that was one, and there might be 3 pages that I've just got left to do in this, and then I'm done. These I just found this image and I thought it was pretty cool, so I just stuck that down. Just sticking images down for no reason, just because I wanted to stick some images down. I may still go around it in some Posca pen. These I haven't finished, but I love these black and white pictures of girls that were in a Vogue or Marie thing. I went through all mine because I had so many pictures I'd cut out, and I gave a heap to my grandkids to use. And when I come across these, I thought, oh, they might go in this page, and I just love the way they pop off the colour. And they were from different magazines too, they weren't the same magazine. So I do like my background in this one. So that's the other page, number 2 page, that I've still got to put something on. I know I've shown this before, but yeah, it's from a penguin book that I'd got from an op shop, and I just cut holes in his belly to show what's in his belly. The little fishies, he's even swallowed a shell. Punched some holes in there and just stuck these on there for no reason, just because. But yeah, they're just little, you could actually close them up again. Okay, I think when I did my magazine harvest, you might have seen me cut these glasses out, and I said I was going to cut the inside out and put something else there. Well, with these colourful backgrounds, I just thought it needed a scene going through, and this one with the waterfall and the statue here, with this fella statue here and this statue here, just went well. Here is an octopus. That was for an advertisement too, and I had pictures on the wall, so I thought he'd be she would be sitting in her lounge room watching TV or watching her YouTube video of what she had done on holidays, and I cut the little one out that was in the magazine and just put slits in the water picture here and just slip her in so she looks like she's swimming and she's saying hi through there. This one's just like a glue page, I suppose. I just love this image of this couple. I'm pretty sure that was from a National Geographic book that I had for ages, so I just stuck it on top of the pictures that I had on there. This is part, so this magazine that I used was a Frankie magazine, and this is one of the pages. I just like these images that were on the Frankie page, so I left them. This was a stamp that I did on a bit of napkin, you know, the white bits that you normally throw out once you peel it off, and stuck that on top of there, just added some colour. So, and this image here was part of the Frankie magazine, so I just stuck a different head on her. I think that's pink under there, the singer Pink. I just stuck some new eyes and did her hair. She's saying far out. And that's the third page that I've got nothing on. So, and this one, just someone silly with big eyes. I think I've shown this one before, I'm not sure. I can't remember which one I have, but yeah. That's actually noodles. So it's an ad from probably a Woolies or a Coles book. These are bits of bags and fabrics from a Vogue magazine that I've just made the background out of. This girl had white clothes on, so I've just coloured her clothes in and just put something different on. And then the last page with the French Bulldog and the Staffy. And she's complaining because he's on the phone. And this little image here. He was just standing there with her, and I had some stickers of some balloons. So I've just stuck them in there and then used a white Posca pen, or it could be a gel pen, to put in the strings. So it looks like he's handing them the balloons. So that's my flip through of my mixed media journal. I hope you enjoyed that. And let me know which one was your favourite in there. And like I said, I think there's only 3 pages. Oh, it might be 4 because that one that I've just recently done with the background. That one. So 4 pages left, and I can say goodbye to this one and concentrate on the other one that I've been doing. I won't show you what pictures I've been doing in that one yet. We'll save that for another day. But I hope you enjoyed my flip through for flip through Friday with one of my earlier journals with my terrible spine, and my mixed media magazine journal. Well, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. So yeah, comment. Let me know which was your favourite magazine collage journal page, and let me know what you think of my sewing journal. Bye for now.